It looks like Chelsea have bombarded the market again to really get in defenders and central defenders in here onto this channel, which goes by names of Rokani Media Football, having lost out on deals of Jules Koundé, Rafinha, and Kimpembe and Nathan Ake. Chelsea are still pushing to get in more defenders for the manager who goes by names of Thomas Tuchel in there for you. That is the first story that we're going to talk about into this story. We are talking Bobby Firmino from Liverpool saying, I'm not going nowhere. I mean, it's me having only 1 year left on my contract. I'm going nowhere. I'm still a Liverpool player in there for you. And then lastly, we talk about a player who goes by the names of Adama Traore, loaned to Barcelona, back to Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Chelsea are registering another interest for this player who goes by the names of Adama Traore. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you guys watching us from? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Depends on where you're watching us all over the world, because I know everywhere in the world it's different time. We're in different time zones. So here it's really coming to morning, but I don't know where you're watching in from. What time is it? But I've greeted you all. Whether where you are is morning, good morning. Whether it's afternoon, good afternoon. Whether it is good evening, where it's evening, good evening, guys. And I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to the channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. So, guys, we are ready to rumble. As usual, we are really bringing you these stories in there for you. And you know what we do best. This is what we do best, and endeavor to smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily in the for you. Now today, let me bring you this story from David Austin in the for you, a man who really told us that that Chelsea are working on deals to sign Wesley Fafana from Leicester City and Denzel Demfries of Inter Milan. When you look at Wesley Fafana, he's one of the central defenders who made their mark in a season of 2019-2020. After Harry Maguire left, they brought in Fafana, and Fafana really replaced Harry Maguire, and no one at Leicester City was regretting about the departure of Harry Maguire. Reason being, Wesley Fafana was a fast player and a ball-playing centre-back. You get? When they're having Harry Maguire, they used to play a deep line because he's a slow player in the for you. He's good on the ball, he's good to win aerial duels for you, but he's slow as a snail. But Wesley Fafana is really good on the ball, good in the air, and very agile. That is a boy who goes by names of Wesley Fafana, and Chelsea are in for him in there for you. So they're wanting to explore options, especially of central defenders. Remember, Jules Koundé snubbed them and went to Barcelona. Kimpembe said, I'm not coming that side. Then Nathan Ake, the deal is hard for them to accomplish. And they've gone in with a player who goes by the names of Wesley Fafana at the side, which goes by the names of Leicester City, and Denzel Demfries. I'm talking about Denzel Demfries. He's a right back, and they're really looking at him so much because they believe that Azpilicueta is leaving for a side which goes by the names of Barcelona anytime from now. And that is well much indicated and known and communicated to the board of Chelsea that Azpilicueta has already agreed personal terms with Barcelona. So they have no way of really stopping this deal. The player is left with just 1 year on his contract. So if at all you don't sell him to Barcelona and you really say you're not selling him this season, that means you're really going to go ahead and really lose him on your free. But Chelsea told Barcelona, amidst everything they're going through, Chelsea told Barcelona, first allow us to get the replacement of a player who goes by the names of Azpilicueta. When you get the replacement, we are going to give you Azpilicueta between 8 and 10 million euros in there for you. And Xavi is having him in his plans. He wants him to play as the right back, as his first right back in there for you, because Sergio Dest is not trusted into that position. And my worry at Barcelona is all about the central defenders. There are very many loaded in there for you. Jules Koundé, Araujo, Gerard Piqué, Christensen, and Garcia. He's having 5 central defenders. I don't know how he's really going to play them around, but let's wait and see how that is going to happen in the for you. But Denzel Demfries is needed by Chelsea. But it's not only Chelsea that is needed of Denzel Demfries. Even a team which goes by names of Manchester United are in need of a player who plays for Inter Milan. That is Denzel Demfries. Erik ten Hag coming in here and really telling the board, please, if at all you really want me to really enjoy and really implicate my system of play at Manchester United without any complaint, get me a player in the names of Denzel Demfries. That is the manager who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag in here onto this channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. So they want Denzel Demfries. Inter Milan want to sell him. They got him at like 25 million euros. They want to sell him at 40 million euros. They want to get in some money in there for you to see to it that they really balance up their books. And he's up for sale. That's it. Denzel Demfries is up for sale. So you're going to see who is really going to go first to get this player. Is it Manchester United or Chelsea? But all in all, keep it here to see to it that we really bring you the latest news information as far as this is concerned in here onto this channel. Now, this guy has gone ahead to tell us that is David Austin. You know him very well. He's really one of the first tier 1 journalists as far as the transfer is concerned. He has told us that Leicester City value Wesley Fafana at £80 million to £85 million. Chelsea hope the fee could be lowered by offering players as part of the deal. However, the Foxes have no desire to sell Fafana, which will make a transfer difficult in the view. So that £80 million, I really believe that they won't take not even a pound minus on that money that you've seen there for you. £80 million. If they sold Harry Maguire in 2019 at £80 million, how do you tell me that they're going to sell a player who is more than Maguire and proven, Premier League proven, at less than 80 or 85 million pounds? By the way, they might even sell him 85 million pounds because to me, if you get me Maguire and Fafana, on any day I go with Fafana. Don't say that, Rokani, you hate Maguire or you're not a supporter of Manchester United. People who watch this channel know it very well. I support Manchester United, and I've told you that on any day I'll go in for Fafana over Harry Maguire. Everything that Harry Maguire offers, Fafana has it. Fafana has it, guys. He's good in the air. His aerial prowess is good. He's good on the ball. He's fast and he's hard. You get? And he's fierce. You get? He's this kind of defender. When you hear him running past you or running towards you when you're defender, you'll know that, oh, he's so hard and he's really going to go and give me a hard tackle in the for you. That is Wesley Fafana. On any day, I take Wesley Fafana over a player who goes by the names of Harry Maguire. So I believe that if they are to sell, they'll sell him £85 million, of which I know Leicester, they're really good at having a very good scouting system. When they heard that Harry Maguire was being wanted by United and Man City, they knew that they had no chance to keep this player. Obviously, the player wanted to go in for another move, a big move in for you. So they went in and bring in Wesley Fafana. And I know in just a nick of time, they are going to be looking in for replacement of Fafana, and they are going to bag in £85 million. And Chelsea, they are so much desperate. They're so much desperate and they need Fafana. Obviously, they need to add young blood to their central defense. Next season, I don't think they're going to add Thiago Silva another contract. He's 38, he will be 39. You get? Khalid Koulibaly is 31 years of age. You get? The only young centre-backs they're having are Sarr and Chalobah, of which to me only Chalobah has proven that can come in here and really play for you in the Champions League, in the Premier League, and all those top tier competitions. You get for Chelsea. So I believe Chelsea have to go in and really bring in young central defenders. That's why they are really chasing in for Jules Koundé, and he snapped them and went to Barcelona. But I will believe that Wesley Fafana, they are competing with no one. They can take their time. They will believe that they don't have time to get him in as soon as possible. But he's telling us too that Leicester is not willing to sell. Confirmation again after a player who goes, after David Austin telling us that. Even Sith of Sky Sports has told us that this player is not for sale, that Leicester City are not intending to sell both James Maddison and Chelsea target Wesley Fafana this summer. That is Sith in there for you. Then after, the manager of Leicester City, known as Brandon Rodgers, appeared on what we call the BBC Sport, and he said Leicester City boss Brandon Rodgers insists Chelsea target Wesley Fafana is not for sale. 100% disagree with them. No team has ever come in here and really said that a player is up for sale. That's it. That team is not there. Trust me, Leicester City is an expensive selling club. If Chelsea comes in with the money, £80 million to £85 million, Leicester City are really going to let Fafana go. Reason being, they know they can go anywhere and bring in a defender at 15 or 20 million pounds who can come in and do that job. You get? So it's all about Chelsea to go in and really say, we have the money. If they don't have the money, then they won't get this player. But if at all they have the money, Tony Boyle, the president of Chelsea, please get that money to Leicester City. They're going to get you Wesley Fafana if at all you want him. And Chelsea are in desperate moments. They have to do everything to convince players to come in there because the shape in which they are is really very, very alarming according to me. Again, Chelsea the news. We are having this story being reported in by Andreas Crossard in the For You. He's a journalist in the For You. He has told us that, and he's a lifelong Chelsea fan. He's telling us that exclusive. Adama Traore is a player Chelsea are considering for right wing position. However, no talks have been started with Wolves yet. Thomas Tuchel is a huge fan of the player. Obviously, Thomas Tuchel believes that if at all Adama Traore plays well as a right winger, you get? Then if at all he's played as a right wing back, he'll come in really and get in a lot of spaces, because when you're a right winger, you are closed down easily. But when you are a right wing back, you are playing as a wing back. You get? So I don't know whether Traore will love it. I think you hate it because he doesn't want to be played as a right back. That's it. But this time around, I don't know whether he'll enjoy playing as a wing back in the For You. But the manager of Chelsea is really planning to go on and really getting that player who goes by the names of Adama Traore. And I think this is second fiddle. After Demfries. I think Demfries is their first choice central defense right back. But I really believe that. How can you have Reece James and Denzel Demfries? How can that work? Reece James needs in a player who is really going to come in here and really not put him out of that position. And when you look at Denzel Demfries, he's better than Reece James. That means Reece James is going to be on bench. Is he going to play in the back three? I don't know. How is he going to do it? But let's wait and see how he's going to make it. If at all he gets in Denzel Demfries, I think the deal of Fafana will be so much hard to make to bring in at Chelsea. Because you can't spend £80 million and then some other 5 million pounds on a player who is going to come in here and really displace your player who is really good. Because Reece James really played very well. He had close to 11 assists last season and he played in that position very well. So I don't see him really being put on with a player who goes by Denzel Demfries. I think Adama Traore can be brought in. I think that second fiddle signing can be went in for, and then they bring in Fafana. Reason being, the manager of Chelsea badly wants what we call the central defenders in there for you, because he lost to Christiansen and a player who goes by the names of Rudiger. Now, that's Chelsea for you, and let's get into the Liverpool story. Bobby Firmino, as reported by Fabrizio Romano, coming out all over the news and really letting us know that I'm going nowhere, I'm here to stay in there for you. And Fabrizio has told us that Roberto Firmino confirms he has no intention to leave. He said, I love this team, I love the city and fans, I'm here at Liverpool and I want to stay. He told TNT. Juventus have never opened talks to sign Firmino, not even discussed by his agents or clubs, despite rumors in there for you. Obviously, there are rumors in there for you, but rumors, every transfer that we've seen, it has always started as a rumor. You know that very well. Firmino, trust me, a team like Juventus will need him. Why? He's talented. He's football intelligence. He's way above the ordinary. You get? He's really good at doing the hold-up play, playing as a false nine. You get? He gates a lot of the forwards that are really playing around him into play. And he's not selfish. You get? He only scores when he has to score. But before he thinks of scoring, obviously, he has to first look around. Am I in the best position to score? If there is another player who is in a better position for him than him to score, that's what he does. He goes in and really passes that ball and really gives it to him. So that is a man who goes by the names of Firmino. And Fabrizio is telling us that no connection to the deal of Juventus. Obviously, he's a first-year journalist. I really believe in him. But one thing I won't agree is that Juventus are not needing this player. Juventus are needing a player to really play alongside Vlahovic And amongst the targets that you would go in for, who are really running out of their contracts and they've not yet renewed them, it's Bobby Firmino from Liverpool. Vlahovic is a certified number 9, and if at all you really get him onto the pitch with Bobby Firmino, I think you can think of the magic. Reason being, Bobby Firmino will always create a lot for him. He will always create a lot for him. Vlahovic is a clinical finisher. So I believe that deal can really come to happening in there for you. And Juventus are really wanting this player. They're wanting him. That's it. Because they're needing a player to play into that position alongside Vlahovic. Secondly, when you look at the system of Allegri, he plays with 2 center forwards. He either plays with a 3-4-1-2 or a 3-5-2. So he wants to be playing with 2 forwards, of which they want to bring back Morata. They want to bring back Morata, who is not proven, you know him very well, but Allegri likes him. But he likes him because he wants another player to play alongside a player who goes by the names of Vlahovic. Remember, Paul Dybala refused to renew his contract at Juventus, and they're only having 1 center forward in the names of Vlahovic. So they're needing others, but it said Morata is coming through, but Morata is so much wasteful and not really reliable. Bobby Firmino has proven himself at Liverpool, and he has done it season in, season out. And I believe in that system, you would like Vlahovic to be played alongside Bobby Firmino. He will do great wonders for you because he's been a very good player in there for you. But wait and see what is happening in the field, because the player said he is going nowhere. He has no intention to leave Liverpool. But the fact is, he's left with just 1 year on his contract. So if at all he's interested at staying at Liverpool and he loves the city, why hasn't he renewed his contract? Can you get me an answer to that? So I think there is room for this transfer to happen, not until Firmino renews his contract at Liverpool. Does he want to run his contract down and then run a ransom at Liverpool or any other team that really wants to take him? Let's wait and see in that for you. But I think for Bobby Firmino, he's really putting Liverpool on pressure and using it because the World Cup is in here. This month is, today is 1st August. That means we are left with August, September, October. Those are 90 days plus 18. We're left with just 108 days to see ourselves go to Qatar and see World Cup being played in the for you. So when you look at Bobby Firmino, he's using this sequence or situation to put Liverpool on pressure to get him on the field a lot much more, because Jurgen Klopp needs to play him a lot to convince him to sign a new contract. And because he knows that they've brought in Darwin Núñez, you can't put pen to paper right now. However much wants to stay at Liverpool, he should renew his contract after the World Cup. You get? After using Liverpool to really get him into that game regularly. The World Cup is around the corner. You never know who Tite is really going to bring. So Firmino is really doing a very good calculation, and we believe that it's going to work for him in there for you. So that's what I had for you today. We talked about Chelsea. We talked about Fafana. We talked about Fafana. We talked about a player who goes by the names of Demfries. We talked Bobby Firmino in there for you as players that are being wanted by a team which goes by the names of Chelsea. And Liverpool are really happy because Bobby Firmino has told them that, please, I'm going nowhere in there for you. Something lastly that I never talked about is James Maddison. A £40 million bid was rejected by a side which goes by the names of Leicester City. And Sith of Sky Sports is telling us that Leicester City are not interested to sell both James Maddison and Chelsea target Wesley Fafana this summer. Obviously, I've talked about Wesley Fafana. The reason as to why I've decided to come back and we talk about James Maddison. James Maddison was valued at £65 million way back. He still has a wrong contract. I think he's now left with 2 years on his contract. And if at all you want him, you have to go in and cough out that amount of money. And I 100% believe that Leicester City cannot really strengthen a team like Newcastle. They 100% believe that they are almost in the same league with Newcastle. And for the previous seasons, they've been performing better than Newcastle. So Newcastle, if they are ready to take in a player who goes by the names of Maddison, I think they're supposed to put close to £70 million on table. Arsenal wanted this player, but they never went for him. Reason being, he was sold expensively. That's why they went in for Martin Odegaard. They went him on loan. They got him on loan from Real Madrid and finally bought him at £30 million. So finally, he's at Arsenal and is now the captain. So English players are so much expensive, and I don't know why Newcastle are really looking at James Maddison. Yeah, they're having lots of quality to that midfield, but Leicester can't lose Tielemans at the same time when they lose Maddison. I think they know they are not in the better position of really keeping Tielemans, but they're in a better position of keeping James Maddison. So I don't see that deal of James Maddison happening. However much Newcastle really wants him, but I've told you already about Leicester City. It's all about them selling players expensively. Harry Maguire to Manchester United, £80 million. Riyad Mahrez to Man City, £60 million. Ben Chilwell to Chelsea, £50 million. N'Golo Kante to Chelsea, I think it was £45 million by then. That was 2016 in there for you. So what does that show you? It shows you that if you at all have the money, go in, break the bank, they'll get you the player that you want. That is a team which goes by names of Leicester City. Therefore, thank you guys for watching in. Smash the like button, comment, and share. Your reaction to these stories that I've done are welcome in the comment section below. Thank you for really watching this channel and loving it. And you guys are really good. And may the Almighty God bless you abundantly and let Him bless your day as you guys get into the start of this week and the start of a new month. More blessings from me. More blessings from the Lord to you. And let's kickstart off 1st of August in style onto this channel, which goes by names of Rokani Media Football, onto the transfer news show in there for you. Remember, on Friday, we are just left with 3 days to the start of the Premier League. Arsenal is hosting Crystal Palace, and guess what? Chelsea is playing on Saturday, isn't it? Let me check Chelsea Premier League fixtures. Arsenal is opening. Arsenal is playing on Friday. That's it. Then Liverpool. I've talked about Liverpool. This is why I talk about Liverpool is because of Roberto Firmino. I've talked about him. Liverpool is playing on the 6th of August. It's the kickstarter of the day on Saturday. Then Chelsea will close up the day on Saturday, playing Everton away at Goodson's Park. So that's what's going to happen in there for you. And Leicester City will be playing Brentford on Sunday. So that's what I had for you on this channel. I've told you the fixtures of all the teams I've talked about. Leicester City are playing Brentford on Sunday. Chelsea are playing Everton on Saturday. Liverpool are opening up with Fulham at Craven Cottage on Saturday. This Saturday is what I'm talking about. So thank you guys for watching again. I sign out for now. See you later. It's been nice talking to you, and it will always be because you guys make me what I am. Good morning.